Monster Mash. All right. Okay, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Thanks for being here for the October 30th pre-Halloween stream. We're not doing alien stuff. We're going back to the fun. We're gonna be doing the homie Greg recommended one video we're gonna start with, and I'll just leave it as the Christ video. This guy's at a church and he's claiming to be Jesus Christ. That's where we're starting with that. Hold up, I'm jumping ahead. I got some announcements. Shout out to Angie and Eric for always being there for me. Yeah. I'm gonna do more dance videos too. You know, I like fucking, I like that shit. You know what? I'm not great at it, but it's a release, okay? Yeah. I grew up with Kid and Play, Belle Biv DeVoe. Sean, help me out. Troop. Look that up. So, yeah, I've just been looking at a lot of other dance videos. I don't know, I've been wanting to get into it lately. What's up, Daniel? So, for those of you who don't know, I have a crumble cookie vlog. It's doing pretty good, better than average. It's getting up there, 4 or 5K views. I've been talking to Circus from the Shapeshifters. Give him a little bit of time to adjust. He just moved to a new place, and I'm gonna lock it in by next week, I'm guessing. If not, I will Uber over there. I'll Uber him here. We're gonna make it happen. I need that's a dream guest for me. So shout out to Circus. What's up, More Wisdom? Did you give Skate 4 another chance? You know what? I'm a little OG with my preferences. It's just the mechanics of it, More Wisdom. It's just not doing it for me. It just doesn't feel. I mean, I can't even do late shove-its on there. It's just not feeling right. Poser Corpse. Hey, Steve, will you try the new Battlefield game? You know what? That I'll do. That I will do. And you know what? Please, guys. I'm doing this every freaking stream. Can you please get yourself some of these 3x5 cards? We're trying to take some notes here. So I'll write Battlefield. Good looking out, Poser Corpse. Battlefield. You know what? The homie Tweaksaw said, is this true? You could blow up buildings in that game. You can't do that in Warzone. You could actually blow up buildings, cause explosions, RPGs. I don't know. Yeah. So let me. We got Milo and Duke in the house. Thanks for being here for the. Hey, you're on stream. No pressure. For the pre-Halloween stream. Support the Rollers Tattoo Shop, the homie Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Battlefield. Okay, Battlefield. Okay, I wrote down Battlefield. Okay, so you know what? Crumble Cookie was okay. I wanted to not like it, but that Fruity Pebble one caught me off guard. You know what? Let me add on to that Crumble Cookie since y'all brought that up. You know why I think they're successful is because every week they come out with new cookies. Because I was asking about the key lime pie one, and I'm like, because I love key lime pie, okay? And I go, hey, can I get that? They're like, oh, no, it's too late. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, we rotate every week. And I'm like, damn, that's such a brilliant marketing schedule that they have there. So I think that's why my girlfriend did say it's a Mormon business. That's okay. They're from Utah. Hey, look, they did it right. They're doing it right. A little overpriced. And speaking of overpriced, I did go to a taco shop called Guac Daddy. That's for next week's vlog. So shout out to my homie and my neighbor Craig for helping me direct and film some of that stuff. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I gave you my honest review, okay? Because once I saw that they had a Coreano taco and burrito, I'm like, okay. They better get, it better be close to the Coreano style. So tune into that this Wednesday. So I got some fun videos tonight. I feel like they're gonna be fun. There's like one I kind of started watching and then I paused. It's that guy in the church. So shout out to Greg for recommending that. And then we're gonna break down Stolen Valor police style. Okay, I've been wanting to share this with you. I've gotten clips of it or just seen little pieces of it, but I'm like, pause. I need to see this with my stream. A little added info. As far as what's up, No Name. Thanks for being here. I can't lie to you. I am drinking a Modelo on the side, all right. And so someone asked me, yeah, I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm not getting crazy. Yeah. So I'm not getting belligerent or anything. I wanna be here with y'all. But yeah, it is. Oh, and I wanted to wish y'all a happy Halloween. I want y'all to be safe out there. My homie Danny Kim recommended us going to Not Scary Farm, and I had to like set him on the right path. I go, you really don't know what that is, do you? He goes, it looks fun. I go, on paper it may seem fun, but that in reality, those people, there's people they hire hiding in the bushes with like Freddy Krueger shoes that make sparks. Dude, I almost got into it a couple years back. I went with my ex and my neighbor and her boyfriend, and they were this close to hitting one of us in the face. It was either close to me or my ex-girl's face, and then the person said, "Oh, you assaulted me." I'm like, dude, you almost hit us. So Not Scary Farm it's the energy's really, and you're gonna have to, it's really intense, and you're gonna have to wait half your night in line to get it into one of those haunted house mazes. So I mean, go ahead. I mean, I would try it at least once, but I had to set them straight. Be like, I don't know, we're a little old for that, man. Like, it'd be different if it was like, Magic Mountain, and there's a roller coaster that we're waiting for, like this kick-ass roller coaster ride. But this, ooh, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough there at a Not Scary Farm. So if for those of you who want to go there, just be alert. Haunted house cream pie. Hey, it's too early for that, No Name. We're just getting started. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to say, I was laying down here, because Avi Loeb just was on Joe Rogan. I didn't get much information out of it, to be honest with you. I'm happy that he has, he mentioned that he has more investors. He has that one, place in Vegas where he's building that, telescope, and how he went to a party and met a bunch of actors and actresses. But yeah, according to him, he says Three Eye Atlas is 30 to 40%. He believes it being extraterrestrial. That's the main thing I got. I mean, that was pretty good information, but he didn't. What's up, Crystal? Steve, you should invite Paige. Okay, let me write that down. Paige Ginn. You should invite Paige Ginn to the podcast and ask her about Skinwalker Ranch. Skinwalker Ranch. I wrote that down. Paige Ginn. I wrote that down. Thank you. She's friends with Jeremiah and super funny on her podcast. Thank you, Crystal. And Crystal, I wanted to thank you. I don't know if it was you, but did you send me that Cobra One t-shirt and some dog toys? God bless you, girl. Thanks for doing that. I got it all in here. Thank you. I don't know if it was you, but God bless you. And y'all be safe on Halloween. Okay, so we're gonna get to the fun. So I have, for the first video, I have a guy that thinks he's Jesus Christ tripping out inside of a church. And I wanted to give my boy GK credit for this, because he DM'd me and he said, you better call Mondo for this one. And that caught my attention. I'm like, whoa. And I watched it a little bit. I started watching it. I'm like, oh, I got to save this for the stream. We got to all watch this together. So we got this, what's up, Rick? Okay, what's up in San Antonio? We got luckily here. There are 3 free adult haunted houses that you can walk through. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. You know what's weird is because I've been looking up like dance videos. Shout out to Javi Coro B-Boy Crew. They're from Texas, and I'm trying to learn more about them. Like I know some of the stuff in California, but I don't know. Like I'm trying to educate myself as far as like. Okay, hold up. That's my neighbor. You came here to get him? Okay. Have fun. Be safe. Thank you. Okay. Okay. That was Marcella. She just went and took Milo. Yeah. So shout out to Havakuro. I'm trying to learn more about him. I was actually watching a podcast trying to learn more about. And they're from Texas. So I was trying to learn more about like the culture and the cruise and all that stuff. It's just interesting to me. Shout out to B-Boy Casper as well. And Style Elements crew and all that stuff. Okay, so let's get into this guy that thinks he's Christ. Okay, let me so I have the fair use thing up. I'm gonna get off the fair use, and thanks for being here. We're gonna start with this, and let's just have fun. On this pre-Halloween night. Here we go. Thanks for being here. Like the stream. Be safe tomorrow on Halloween night. Here we go.
On February 6th, 2025, in Fenimore, Wisconsin, deputies responded to a church after a custodian reported that a man was demanding to speak with a priest and trying to access a restricted area.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Already, what I noticed is because I just watched Sixth Sense, and the setup of this church kind of reminds me of Sixth Sense a little bit, and let's see what's popping off here.
Hello. How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
This is
Hello.
the scene's already like being set. I thought it was homeboy that was on his knees, but that guy's just praying. It's this motherfucker right here. That's who we need to look at. This guy with his hands like this, and thanks for being here.
Hello, sir. Deputy Roland to the sheriff's office. How are you?
I'm alright.
Okay. So what's going on today?
Nothing. I just need to open this.
Okay. Well, we can't really do that. That's the church's property.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, so we're already off to a great start. This guy, it's so crazy because I've been watching B-Boy videos. That's actually a reverse Christ freeze. And let me just, hold up. I need to see that again, guys. Let me lower my, let me shorten my, let me bring me over here. Because I need to see, dude, I needed to see the reverse Christ Air B-Boy freeze. Because that's crazy. Hey, No Name, did you see that? Hey, you know what? This is my stream. We need to see that 5 more times. That's insane. I need to drink a beer after that. Okay, let's see that again. This guy, hey, dude, I was talking about Havakuro. Hey, Havakuro, if you're watching, hey, dude, recruit this guy. This motherfucker, holy, hold up. I need to see that. Let's just see it a few more times. Here we go. You know what's crazy is the level of commitment. That was, because he didn't even, yeah, dude, that move is either the reverse Christ Air or the Holy Ghost. Can we see it one more time? That was insane. Thanks for being here. Holy smokes, dude. This motherfucker, dude. I'm thinking he's never done this move before. Hold on, let's see it just 2 more times. Okay, so let's just like figure out what's going on in his mind. He's setting up for this because this is I guess you would call it blind faith, because he's gonna straight reverse Christ air, and that's why I wanted to see it a few more times, because I don't think he wants to even brace himself. He's going straight commitment, like freaking, you know what I mean? Reverse Christ air. Here we go. Oh my God, I felt his bones. Someone said surprise trust fall. God bless you. You know what's crazy is I think that may have given him like a light concussion. Let's see it one more time and move on. Because that was crazy. Can we just see it one more time? Come on, No Name. Come on, Greg. Let's go. One more time. Let's see the setup, because I want to see what's going on in his head and why. Like, because I'm sure the cop has no idea what's about to happen. Here, well, this is the last time. It's too crazy. It's too good of a
what's
move.
going on today?
Nothing, I just need to open this.
Okay.
So he said, can I rewind that dialogue a little bit? He said, what's happening? And he said something. He's pointing at the altar. Hold up. Let's check it out again.
Okay. So what's going on today?
Nothing, I just need to open this.
Oh, the cop says, what's going on today? And the guy says, I just need to open this.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. Shout out to Gab Gons 36. What's even more crazier is the cop didn't even flinch. Not reaction, nothing. I know. What's up, Julian? Hey, we're waiting for you. Julian, this guy's testing Jesus with a trust fall. It's not only, that's a reverse Christ air to a B-boy reverse freeze. That's insane. Okay, so he said, I want to get this cabinet open. This is too good. Thanks for being here. Let's see it again.
Well, we can't really do that. That's the church's property.
Okay, so the setup, you see how his heel, okay, so his heel's already hanging off the top step. So in his mind, he's like, I'm going for it. I'm going for the reverse Christ air concussion head bonk. Here we go. Right there, dude. See, when you're, right there, there's no going back. There's no going back. He's about to fully commit. Hold up. Dude, look at that form. That's insane, dude. Hold up, dude. That's... Damn, dude. Yeah, let's say, Julian, hold up. The Da Vinci Code is that altar. Hold up. We gotta pause. You're right. We gotta pause mid fall, because this guy committed to that move. That's straight up commitment right there. Let's just see it one last time. Yeah, that's a good, yeah, let's just see him. I think that's it, because his back is arced, and see, if that was me, and hold up, if that was me at the last moment, I would try to do this and to at least protect my neck. Someone said he went straight to God. Holy shit. Let's see it one last time and then we'll move on. Hey, one last time and let's move on. That's insane, dude. I don't think we've ever seen a video where the guy fully commits to like a move like that. Oh no, do you remember that night, guys? It was that night we were watching police videos and this guy was at an airport and he did a similar type move where he jumped off that upper level. Do you remember that? But dude, this guy takes the cake. This guy's he's the real champion right here. I mean, cause yeah, this guy really commits. Okay, you know what? I like his body posture before he's. Okay, so I really like the way he sets up for this move. Yeah. Hold up, he goes here. I want to see him when he. Okay, so at this moment, try to put yourself in his mind. He's like, I'm going for it. I'm fucking going for this move. Because he's already kind of losing his balance. His weight is going backwards. Right there. That's the moment he's like, I believe I'm Jesus Christ. I truly believe I'm Jesus Christ. Because he's literally, let's just go. Right there, dude. This is the most insane one we've seen. I'm sorry, I'm in disbelief. I can't believe that this motherfucker, I can't believe this motherfucker actually went for it like that. One more time, dude. Let's just do this the whole stream, man. We could analyze this for fucking 5 hours. One more time. This motherfucker. He had a bad day at the office, man. He's like, you know what? They didn't give me a raise. I've been working here for 10 years. AI is going to take over my job. I'm going to do a reverse Christ air off the top shelf. Here we go, guys. Let's just do one more time. Thanks for being here. Just give him a chance. Okay, so do you see the way he's looking over his left shoulder? Hold up, man. This is crazy. Oh, fuck, man. This guy's making me cry. Okay, hold up. Give him one more chance, guys. It's that. This is when it's almost kind of like he's the guy that walks in the room and you're not quite sure what his motives are. You're like, okay, this guy, he seems kind of edgy. Boom. See how his heels are dragging? Right there. Look at his feet. Right there. This is when in his mind, you know how like people before they jump off a cliff, like into like the ocean? That's a moment, it's like, fuck it. Right there, dude.
Okay.
Dude, I can't stop rewinding it. One last time, because I think I missed one of like the moments. I need to pause. Dude, that is a real move. Hold up. Let's rewind it. Let's get the introduction of before it happens, so we better understand where this guy is coming from. All right, guys. Like the stream. Let's be serious now. Seriously, don't try not to laugh. This is a serious video. Okay, so if I'm the cop and I see him doing that, I'm like, oh, he's just kind of chilling. He's kind of... And then the guy that's praying on his knees is looking at the cop thinking, hey, man, I'm glad you're... Like, he's looking at him like, I'm glad you showed up because this guy's scaring me. Okay, so the
Hello,
cop...
sir.
Oh, here we go.
Deputy Wolin to the sheriff's office. How are you?
I'm alright.
Okay, already right there, the way he said, I'm all right. Wait, hold up, man. There's a super chat. Hold up. The guy's praying on his knees is controlling him. Who knows? Who knows, Julian? I'm glad you're here. Okay, so...
Okay, so what's going on today?
Nothing, I just need to open this.
Okay, so he really wants to open that altar thing, the cabinet thing.
Okay. Well, we can't really do that. That's the church's property.
Okay, so already in his mind, like he's getting those kind of the googly eyes, like he's already made his mind up right then and there. Did you see the way he's looking at the police officer? He goes, okay, you're about to see the craziest reverse Christ air move you've ever seen as a police officer. Right there. See that? See his eyes? Okay, so that's when he's like, okay, I was right, because he goes, okay, you're about to see something you've never seen in your life, officer, whoever your name is. Right here, he's setting up for his move. Like right there, if I'm the officer, he's probably like, what's about to happen? Let me try to get a mid-freeze. Right there, dude. That's it. And that is called faith. Okay, let's go. We're just going to let it play now.
Okay. So how'd you end up here today?
You can't make this up. Dude, the guy has a concussion. He just did the craziest top shelf reverse Christ air to his head, and you're gonna ask him, so what brings you here today? Wait, hold up.
Because I'm Jesus.
Here we go.
Do you have some friends around here or something?
Dude, what the fuck is your problem? Do you have some friends around here?
I mean,
Dude.
for me to help you, you have to talk to me.
Is it just me, or is that... He did a little leg wiggle. Did you guys notice that? Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, is he gonna go for it again, folks? Here we go. Oh, dude. This is probably one of the craziest videos we've ever seen together. Thanks for being here. Dude, it's almost kind of not funny anymore. Gab Gons 36 says the cop gives 0 fucks. Julian says, "Do you have an ID on you? Do you have an ID on you, Jesus?" I'm sorry, Julian. I'm gonna have to rewind because I thought we were only getting one reversed fall, reversed air, but we get 2. Let's examine this second fall.
Jesus.
Do you have some friends around here or something? I mean, for me to help you, you have to talk to me.
Yeah, I'm guessing, dude, that first one, because he hit his head, he's probably concussioned out right now. I can't believe he went for a second Christ air. This is insane. Okay, so that's why we're rewinding it, because at some point he rips the cross off that altar, and he does it for real. He's like, I'm going to do another one, but not, I think let's just watch. Okay, so did you notice his breath changing? Because he's basically psyching himself out for the second fall, because he's like, you know, like before someone takes like a high dive jump or something. It's kind of like that right here, but this one's more okay. Right there, do you see how he's bracing him? Dude, this motherfucker he's gonna push off that thing right here. Do you see? Right there, boom. And then he could have hit his head. He could have had stitches. Hold up, that was a double or triple head bonk. Hold up. That was insane. Okay, so he's bracing himself for the second maneuver, but pay attention to the way I think he hits his head like 2 or 3 times. Right here, boom. He didn't have as good of a arc, but it's fine. Boom, boom. See, boom, boom. You know, that reminds me of, is there in skateboarding, there's a move, what's up, Julian? Only the real Jesus would do a third Christ air. Yeah, I'm guessing 2's enough for us, because I don't want him to hurt himself anymore. But that second one, there's a skateboarding maneuver, a Beagle does it from Baker. Beagle, it's called a firecracker, where you hit, you go down a flight of stairs, but you hit all your wheels and stuff. And that's what that reminded me of. Can I see it one last time? That was, let me see here. Boom. Okay, so pay attention to how many, because it's almost like he does a firecracker skate move with his head. Yeah, dude. That guy has a concussion. I can't watch it again. I'm sorry. We'll try to get through this. Okay, so thanks for being here for the pre-Halloween stream. This is actually quite suitable for a Halloween, pre-Halloween stream, wouldn't you say, guys? Because this guy is, I feel like, what's up, No Name? Hey, stay with me, No Name. We're analyzing this. Because I think he's almost acting like he's possessed by a demon.
Get back. Get back.
Okay, so, Julian, I think you might get a third Christ Air. Because y'all are pretty sharp with it. We might get another Christ Air.
20, can you step up? 616, can you get over here?
Oh my god, we got a third Christ. Dude, that was the most gnarliest one. Can I rewind that? Holy smokes. How did you know? We got, yeah, it comes in threes, doesn't it? It comes, look, hold up.
616,
Okay, hold up. I swear to God, I didn't think he would do it for the third time. But let's pause it. Right here, right here. You see his arms? You see his arms? He's a... Boom! I think that was the most gnarliest one.
I got more people coming. He's
You know what? I don't know what he's on, but that was
on
crazy.
something.
I'll tell you this much: there's no taser needed on this guy. He's tasing himself. Dude, look at this poor man. All this man wanted to do is go to church and, be in a safe place, a place of worship, and to praise Jesus. And he basically got a top shelf, like WWF wrestling performance. Wow. I know. I'm thinking, if you're supposed to protect and serve. Like, why aren't you helping? You're letting this guy do reverse Christ Air drops to the back of his head. I just don't understand.
20, how far out are you?
Oh my God! We got four, ladies and gentlemen. There's the fourth one, y'all. Look, I did not expect that. There's number 4. Reverse Christ Air coming up. This is hard to watch. Dude, let me tell you something. The first one that's why I rewinded it like 10 times, because I'm like, we're not going to get another one of these. And so this guy, he keeps doing this. I'm sorry, I have to rewind that last one. Is that the 4th one that he did? That was insane. So poor guy, hold up. Is that Lip 76? Mondo, give him a slip and fall case here. Yeah, Mondo needs to be on the scene right now to give him some guidance. This is crazy. I feel bad for this guy. He just wants to worship God. Okay, hold up. I think we see it right. He's
20, how far out are you?
Right here. Do you see how his body posture is? I guess this is what he does. I mean, I'm speechless.
Yeah, more.
Hey, shout out to my homie Greg for recommending this. You sure do know how to find him. You know what? I need to talk to you, Greg, on Instagram, because I don't know how you found this one. This is golden. Yeah. Someone said, Caesar 1990 says, even Jesus is confused. Yeah.
So he's dove a couple, 3 times. He's fell backwards off the thing here.
No, that's 4 times.
He's on something. Something or other. He ripped the crucifix thing off the top of the thing there. And that, he just went and grabbed one of these things here and kind of came at me a little bit, but I shoved him off, and then he hopped back up there, so.
There's no spit mask needed, nor no taser. You don't even have to handcuff this guy. He's out. He's in a different dimension right now.
No, I haven't been able to get anything out of him whatsoever.
Stay away from me.
What's going on, man?
I'm Jesus Christ Almighty.
I'm at with the shirts.
Fuck you.
We're just trying to help you out.
Yeah, you're.
Gabe Gonzo 36. Respect to the guy who is praying that faith is deep. He's still there. Yeah. This is probably gonna traumatize him, and he'll probably like double or triple up on his church services there. Yeah. Because if I saw that, dude.
Devil.
No, we're not devil.
That's what I said. That's a reversed Helicat. I'm right there with you, pal. That's a reverse Christ air to his head. Marcus Gonzalez says, dude's got callus on the back of that dome. Yeah, he needs to go to the emergency room immediately for head trauma.
What's going on?
Dude, please don't do it again.
Sorry, backing up, motherfucker.
What's your name, man?
I'm Jesus Christ Almighty. Okay?
And what can we do?
Back up. Back up.
What can we do to help?
I'm
You know what would be crazy if he hops on that thing and does like a Jimmy Superfly Snuka like off the top rope, and then he does one like face first like onto the front area. Roy says, why is the cop watching him hurt himself if taxpayers? Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking the same thing.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Okay, we got it.
Nobody else needs to fucking die for their sins, motherfucker.
Okay,
Okay, so this guy, yeah, he's scary. He's probably the scariest person we've ever seen on these reaction videos, because he's actually grabbed the cross.
No! Nobody else needs to die.
Okay, so this is definitely, wow. Thank God we found this one, because this guy, he's possessed by at least one demon.
Put your hands behind your back now. No, I'm not. Now.
Oh no, please don't tase this guy. See, oh no, see, this is what I didn't want to happen. This guy does not need to be tased. Oh no, thanks for being here.
Yes, you are. You're gonna get tased. Put your hands back now.
I'm sorry, I just need a minute here. Oh, damn. Whew. Okay, so I think that's his fifth fall. No name, are you having fun yet? Let's just see how that went down. Oh, okay, it's when the cop pulled out the taser. Okay, let's just and I won't rewind anymore. He can't do more than 5 falls like this.
Put your hands behind your back now. No, I'm not. Now. Yes, you are. You're gonna get tased.
You know what I noticed? He does like the top rope, the top step. He really, that's his, I guess that's his diving board. So, see, what did I say? He doesn't need to be tased. He's gonna do it to himself. Right there, dude. Hold up, oh, damn, hold on. I want to get the point where he... Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, Jesus himself would never do that. He would be like, I'm good. I'm gonna fly to this cloud and drink a milkshake. I'm not doing any of this.
Hands behind your back now.
You know what's crazy? I'm surprised he's not bleeding from the back of his head, because he hit his head pretty hard. What's up, Julian? Don't tase Jesus. Jesus got tased for our sins. Exactly.
Excuse me. Put your hand. No, you're not allowed to do this in here. Put your hand behind your back.
You aren't allowed to do this in here! You aren't allowed to do this in here! You are not allowed
your hands behind your back right now. You're gonna get tased.
He says you're not allowed. I say you're not allowed.
You're gonna get tased.
Okay, so he does have some wounds. Is that a piercing, or I feel like there's wounds on above his right eyebrow?
His hands behind
You're
your
gonna
back
let me go.
now.
You're gonna let me go so I can get to where I'm going, please.
Put your hands behind your back. Or you're gonna
Go.
get under arrest.
I'm going there. I'm going there today, motherfucker. I'm going there today.
Yeah, you could tell it's all in the eyes. He's not quite all the way there. There's something wrong. There's something going on with this guy.
I'm going there today.
Hands behind your back now. Now.
Oh my God. So this guy, look, he needs stitches, man. So he did that self-inflicted reverse Christ airs. What's up, Juice? 8068. The second coming didn't quite go as planned. The second coming didn't quite go as planned. Oh my God. So they tased him and he needs stitches? What is going on? Thanks for being here. Be safe tomorrow for Halloween, folks. Tase the Lord, yeah.
Nope. Not.
Yeah, this guy needs stitches, man.
Nope. You're gonna kill me.
You're gonna get tased.
Jesus Christ Almighty. Jesus Christ Almighty. Kill me now. I am the Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking mighty. Yes, I am.
You need to calm down, dude.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, that's a good place to pause. Julian says, Jesus sounds like Tony Hinchcliffe. Oh my God. Yeah, this is probably the most gnarliest one we've ever seen. Thanks for being here. This is so gnarly.
You gonna calm down for us?
I will call. I'm ready to speak. I am here.
Is it just me, or does he seem like he's on something? I mean, if this is him normally, like, something's going on. Yeah, it's obviously either drugs or mental illness, because this is crazy.
Where are you hurt?
I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt at all.
Well, you're bleeding besides your head. You hurt anywhere else?
No, it'll heal just fine. 20 grand.
Taser.
I mean, you have to give it to this guy. He could take a hit, man. Seriously. He should have, like, played maybe football or something. He would have been real good.
Deployed, we're 1095. 10-2 for now. What's, Sir,
Stop it.
You need to come.
Roy coming in hot. Can we get Tony Hinchcliffe on Steebee Weebee Pod? I mean, that he's on the top of the mountain. I could try. I could reach out to him. I've only met him a few times. I could try. Yeah, where are you hurt? All over the back of my head. How about that?
Calm down and
Thanks for
stop
being here, Roy.
resisting, okay? What's your name?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
He's got anything in his pockets?
Do you have anything on you need to know about, sir? Anything that's gonna stick us? Any weapons?
You gotta give him this, though. He's got some tight-ass underwear on, though. I've never seen underwear like that.
I never died on my sins. Been here the whole time. It's been me.
9 till 7. Thanks to make a phone
It's been me. I'm right here. I'm right here. It's me, motherfucker. I see you down there, the devil. I'm gonna avenge the bread line.
You know what he needs right now is he needs a few ice packs immediately. He needs a few ice packs and he needs to be rushed to the hospital right now.
Today, that's where I'm headed. Jesus
He's still somewhat resistive, won't say his name.
Jesus Christ,
That's 1025, but
I believe I can fly.
1040.
I believe I can touch this guy.
Who sings that? I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky. I think about you every night and day. Is that R. Kelly? Hey, chat, what song is that? Is that R. Kelly? I believe I could fly. Yeah, it's R. Kelly. This fool is singing R. Kelly, man. I believe I could touch the sky.
Yeah, one more. If available.
You know what? I don't know if I want to have this guy on the podcast, man. This guy is freaking me out right now. I don't know if I want... I know you're kidding around, No Name, but for real, yeah, I would definitely skip this guy.
Search and try to.
I think about you every night and day. Julian's coming in hot again. I was a believer after the fifth air. This is Jesus. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to see a video like this. There's no way.
Didn't see anything in his pockets here.
That's gonna be Amazon 5.
The church here. Okay.
This fool needs an ice bath immediately.
Fuck you! I'm Jesus Christ Almighty! You will let me go! You shall set me free!
Yeah, that's why I don't want this guy in my apartment, man, because of this, okay? If I saw one reverse Christ error, I'd be like, nah, we're going to have to reschedule, man. I'm booked. I can't. I'm like focusing on my vlogs right now. I just can't.
Let's take some breaths for us, man, alright? What's your name? Can we start with that? What's your name, bud?
Jesus Christ is here. You're all saved. You are all saved from your sins. You are saved. And you will see me again. I will be here. Because I'm not going anywhere. We've been here all long. We are all eternal life.
You know what the craziest thing is? What if he's one of the star seeds, and 3-Eye Atlas is like, "Oh, who's your first pick to go on the mothership?" And then they point to this guy, him, because he's the only real motherfucker here. What's up, Roy? Would you have me on the pod? Amazon employee talking robots? Yeah, Roy, hit me up. Where do you live? For as long as I'm here, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. I might be living out of an RV or van soon. Who knows?
We are. Yes, we are.
Jumped off back.
There are no shackles here.
Backwards.
There's nothing here. I give up. I give away all of my sins.
No, that's not Pindar. Good looking out. Good reference point. This dude's he's on a whole different level. This guy, he's on a planet on his own. I don't know many people that would do that move off the top shelf like that.
For thou is the kingdom of glory. And
You know what? I was thinking that too. I think this guy's on meth. That's what meth. I think he's on meth, man.
shall be free. I'm right here. I've been here all along. I've been here all along. And we live for all this time. For I.
You know what? Someone said something about a headache. He's gonna have a headache when he gets to court. I'm starting to get a headache just watching all those reverse Christ airs to the back of his head. Hello. Roy coming in hot. I live in Oklahoma working at Amazon. What's email? Roy, hit me up on my Instagram, man. Hit me up on my Instagram. Kwangoo, Quangou.
Savior. He is
sit you on your butt.
Aaron Peterson?
Take a look at that cut on your eye, alright? We sit you on your butt.
And they can bring a card in. Why don't you put it right here?
Yeah, let's. Hey, Aaron, we're gonna sit you on your butt.
It's all been a temptation all along.
He needs to be going. He needs to be in the paramedics right now.
We're gonna sit you on your butt, alright?
You alright?
You're saving.
Where's the blood from, guys? That's the head.
His eye's got one. He's got a knot. He dove off a couple
Thou
times.
shalt set me
Here?
free.
Yeah.
See, dude, that's not cool. He didn't just dive off. He did a reverse Christ air to the back of his head. He didn't. Yeah, he's not describing the incident like accurately. He didn't just dive off. He did it. He dived off in reverse, like to the back of his head 5 times.
I didn't need to die.
Backwards.
It was all temptation.
He was throwing stuff. He started throwing the stuff off
I've been
the
here all along.
altar, so we told him he was under arrest and he was throwing stuff.
Why did I feel like everything was
One put
on
his hands
me?
behind his back.
Why? Why am I so close to thee?
Here,
We're trying to step him up.
Raise me from the depths!
Please stand up.
Raise me! Raise me from the depths!
Aaron, we're gonna
For Aaron!
Someone wrote something very funny. Laserworm says he did a triple Lindy, and that's referring to one of my favorite movies, Back to School, starring Rodney Dangerfield. God bless you.
I was in front of you all along.
Step him up.
For those of you who haven't seen Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, it's one of the best movies ever made. Sam Kinnison's in there.
I think we're just gonna have to carry
Aaron.
O-Dub. O-Dub.
Dude, someone wrote Bizarro Christian Hosoi. Yeah, that's a reverse Christian Hosoi Christ air. 5 times he did. 5 times. Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids. Exactly.
Yeah, someone's gonna be credit too often. Here, just turn it. Sorry, guys. Oops.
Aaron all along. The list goes on and on. It goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. You are.
See, it's even more scarier because he's singing. Just songs are coming to his head right now, and he's just so free.
Devils sent here to test me. Every single one of you. Your hometown. We've all been tested. We've all been here. We've all been here.
Will you guys get his shoe? At least retrieve his right shoe, man.
Test me. You shall go to hell. You know that. Let it keep dilating, my friend. Wherever you think that you are taking me, no binds, no shackles, no chains. For I have been here before.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That way it's closer for you.
In fact, after this incident is done, they need to sage the shit out of this church. Because, dude, there's some weird energy in there, man.
I'm not sure.
I'm here. I've been here all along. Yes,
Crystal coming in hot again. Why didn't he brag about his dad being God to get out of being arrested? Exactly. Exactly. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you, Crystal.
The investigation determined that the man had recently stopped taking prescribed medication for a mental health condition.
He was off his meds, ladies and gentlemen. He was off his medication. I was wondering, I was trying to figure it out. He was off his meds.
Deputies noted that he appeared disoriented and continued to make religious statements even after being restrained. He was transported to a local hospital for evaluation and later medically cleared before being booked into the county jail. Prosecutors charged him with disorderly conduct and resisting an officer. Court records indicate the case remains open, pending further review and mental health assessment.
Okay, well, we got the first one out of the way, didn't we? All right, so this is going to be a little bit more mellow than that first video. Thanks again to Greg for suggesting that particular video. We're going to a case of stolen valor, but more, not so much a soldier, but a person that's faking being a police officer. And then this is from Dreading. I was watching a little bit of this and I paused and I go, I have to watch this with the stream. It's too good. Thanks for being here. Be safe tomorrow for Halloween. Make sure you get your candy. I bought a bag of candy today.
Status-seeking creatures.
Hold up. Let's rewind it here. So this is after.
Humans are naturally status-seeking creatures. 3 young men.
Julian coming in hot again. At least 3 of these people believe Jesus. Exactly.
And in particular, the leap from adolescence to adulthood is often marked by a gnawing insecurity. Who am I? How do I prove my worth to others? Young men are often socialized to feel as if they need to be the provider for their future families in every way.
So it's that guy right there. And just by the looks of him, he looks like a cop. If I saw him anywhere, I'd be like, yeah, that's a police officer right there.
They need to be physically, mentally, and spiritually strong, so that if anything were to go wrong, they're prepared to lead their family through it, which I think is a good position to be in. With that in mind, it's no wonder that young men can gravitate towards positions of authority.
Yeah, he looks like a high-ranking police officer as well, because of the tactical vest and everything. That's why I wanted to watch this with y'all, because this guy, I mean, he looks like a police officer.
Law enforcement, military, and other authority-laden roles carry with them a certain level of social validation. People listen to police officers. People tend to respect soldiers. People, even if begrudgingly, tend to defer to authority.
I know. Okay, so, another thing. Let's observe, like, this guy's got the tactical vest. He's got the badge. He's got the camera. He's got the pepper spray. He's got everything.
It takes a certain amount of perseverance to obtain one of those positions. You can't just walk into a police station, fill out a resume, and leave with a badge. You have to go through law enforcement training, pass physical and academic exams, as well as pass a background check and psych evaluation. Similarly, if you were to join the military, you have...
Do y'all want to just watch the raw video without the commentary? Because I could look for it. Let me do this. Is that what you want? Fake.
Can stock.
Hold up. I was watching Chris D'Elia for some reason. Hold up. Hold up. Escape. Let's watch. Okay, this is the one without the commentary. Okay, this is the beginning. Let me see.
Mr. Scaletta, what's the last word?
Back here, please.
I'll roll the windows down.
Okay.
Hold up, are they going to go back to the beginning? See the problem with this is showing him after the fact. That's why I wanted to play the other video. I don't know where the original is. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to stick with this one.
have to go through basic training, where you're stripped of most of your individuality and pushed to your physical and psychological limits. Getting into those positions of authority is not easy, obviously, nor should it be. So when someone buys a fake badge or some flashing lights for their car and begins pulling over other vehicles in their small town, what they're really doing is temporarily inhabiting a role where they don't have to question whether they matter. The costume answers that question for them. It's an elaborate power fantasy, one where they can finally get the proper respect and acknowledgement from the world around them. These men are insecure, yes, but also astonishingly unproductive. They don't see the value of working towards their goal for whatever reason. and they feel like they're owed success by the world at large. Most of these men feel that they see the world in an objective way, that they know right and wrong better than anyone else, and therefore should be made officers of the law, even without any training. They look up to law enforcement, but also resent the very idea that they could be told what to do by them. To a psychologically insecure or alienated person, wrapping themselves in that identity is like applying a ready-made patch to a gaping wound. It's less about tricking strangers and more about tricking oneself. To be someone brave, theirs are the contracted by the men they idolize, on how, as if they were take a cookie because I attempt to look authentic.
Task force.
Okay, here we go. This is the raw.
Him. They hurt to talk.
Same thing here. The responding officer hasn't interrogated him or.
Julian says the guy has too much extra Velcro for his badges. Yeah, he looks like a cop though to me.
Or even implied suspicion at all. But before anyone can say a word, Michael rushes to fill the silence with an unsolicited explanation. It's his first day back. He's been gone for a while. He had COVID and it was bad. This is the psychology of guilt in action. When someone is lying, they often overcompensate by layering in details that nobody asked for, desperately trying to preempt questions that haven't been raised. Ironically, the very attempt to look authentic ends up signaling deception.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been back here. Oh yeah, it was 11th time having it, and it was the worst. I had to go to the hospital, get breathing treatment.
Yeah.
It was bad. It hurt to talk.
Okay.
I'm good now. Promise.
Nice, man.
Again, Michael
Like, I noticed even his demeanor, like the way he's talking to the other real officer, it's pretty believable thus far. You know what this makes me think of? It's like, dude, like it's a person. It's like as if a person, like I'll use a football, like a Letterman's jacket. A person that has like the football Letterman's jacket, the wrestling team with all the patches, but no one on the team knows who he is.
over-explains himself here, which the other officer did not ask for. He is so insecure about what he is doing, he sincerely believes that he's being questioned, when that happening at all. Unfortunately for him, most police officers know how to spot when someone is lying to their face, as they routinely deal with that every day. So he's not doing a very good job so far, but he doesn't know that.
Right on, man.
Just getting back here this afternoon, as soon as I'm talking with the shift change and debriefing with him, they're like, this big part, like they made it out way worse.
Dude, even his haircut looks like a legit police officer.
Oh,
What it was, and I was like, so,
And even his tattoos, he totally looks like a police officer to me right now.
Yeah, he popped out and I was like, dang, I thought you were like one of our detectives at first.
I know some of the guys work with the task force, but it's really with the sheriff.
Even, dude, he's even like, yo, look, he's got the SWAT patch. He's got all the patches and shit on his tactical vest. Wow.
What do you say?
Yeah, try that way then.
Even the way he's acting right now, he's acting, you know how police officers, they're like very observant? He's like acting as if he's like scoping out the scene.
Yeah,
Hold up, wait, I have a super chat. Julian says he believes he's a cop, but he's really that Jesus. Yeah.
I deal with more of the parole and probation than anything.
Yo, this fool's got like stuff that the real police officers are probably like questioning, like where did he get that walkie-talkie and that other gadget?
Over there at the Kitsap Sheriff's Department, the detectives over there, I know more of those guys than anything out here.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I know the haircut looks stupid, but it looks like a like a cop haircut, though. So that's why he probably got it, because it makes him look more like a cop.
Right on, man. How long you been?
Well, so I retired from Baltimore City after 27 years.
All right, so now, see, he's fucking up right now. If I were him, all you would have to do is give him. Don't talk to the real officer. Just give him, one of these like, and one of these like, hey, how you doing? And then that way, there's more mystery to it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give him a whole history of his police training.
Came out here. It took about a year for me to end up going back into an agency. Went with Thurston at first, Thurston Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He got all of that tactical gear off Amazon, 100%.
There was a lot of things going on, and they wanted to put me in the jail. I was like, nah, I got better things. So, I know a lot of detectives from Edmonds.
Yeah.
From the.
Okay, everyone, if you're let's write down Edmonds. Okay, now we're back to note taking. Write down Edmonds. He said he knows detectives from Edmonds.
Gang network and stuff like that.
So he's a part of the gang network. Roy's coming to message you Instagram for Amazon thing. A lot of info. All right, Roy. Thanks for doing that. I'll check that out after this live stream.
Narcotics training on base every year.
How long have you been a detective with Edmonds?
About 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Michael.
So this guy says he's a detective at Edmonds, and he was on the gang unit or something. So he already has a story behind it.
Has made up an entire little backstory for himself, which is very silly. He's playing pretend, which wouldn't be an issue, except for the fact that he's inserting himself into real police investigations and active scenes. We've previously looked at why men who impersonate law enforcement and pull over vehicles are so dangerous. They don't have the authority to arrest anyone, so they can't legally issue tickets, and so they have no real power beyond the costume they're wearing. What they're really chasing is a sense of importance that they don't get in their daily lives, and are willing to break the law to do so. The psychology here is simple but alarming. These are men searching for validation, and they're willing to cross legal and moral boundaries to get it. That alone is troubling, but it also raises the stakes for anyone caught on the other side of their performance. If the driver they've stopped starts to question them or refuses to comply, the impersonator's fragile sense of authority can shatter. And when someone is so desperate to hold on to power they don't actually have, escalation becomes the most likely outcome. In nearly every case we have covered, these men weren't just dressing up and pulling over vehicles. They were armed. That detail makes the whole scenario far more disturbing, because...
And the scariest thing about it is, like, if this guy pulled you over in his vehicle, you'd probably believe that he was an actual police officer. That's what's fucked up.
When a fake officer feels cornered, the presence of a weapon can turn a hollow performance into a life-threatening encounter. The fact that nothing catastrophic happened in some of these cases is evidence of luck. While Michael may not seem like a direct threat to drivers in this case, his presence creates a serious danger to the justice system itself. Imagine if every officer on the scene simply accepted him as one of their own. They might trust him to take witness statements, secure an area, or collect evidence. But then the question becomes, what could happen to that evidence? He certainly can't bring it back to the station himself. He doesn't work there, and his crime would immediately be revealed. And even if he somehow managed to hand it over, damage would already be done.
Yeah, the thing is, the less information, the better. Don't even talk to the real police officer, because they could sniff you out a mile away, pal. You know what I mean?
The chain of custody, the careful record of who collected and handled the evidence, would be broken the instant the impersonator touched it. In the eyes of the court, that evidence would be useless. This isn't just a procedural hiccup. If the evidence were vital to solving a case or securing justice for a victim, Michael's role would effectively destroy it. The crime scene would be contaminated, the credibility of the case compromised, and the chance at justice lost. All because someone as stupid as Michael wanted to feel important. There's a wild...
Can you know what? If he really wants to be a police officer that bad, wouldn't you want to just go to the police academy? Why don't you just do that? If you want to be a cop, just do that.
Amount of self-centeredness that is on display, both with Michael and every other person who tries to falsely portray themselves as a police officer. They're so insecure with themselves, so deeply unsatisfied with their lives that instead of doing something actually productive that they could really be proud of, they go out of their way to hurt other people. They think that the only way to be important in this world is to wield some kind of authority, all the while lacking the follow-through or stamina to actually gain that through the proper means. And they see no problem with hurting others to do that.
Yeah. 2 years. With the robbery. I started with robbery and now with the gangs intelligence.
Okay, everyone write that down. So he said he's with the robbery unit and a gang enforcement.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
his
hardcore.
story. This guy's story he worked for Edmunds, okay? He already fucked up by saying that because all they have to do is call someone at Edmunds and say, hey, do you know this guy? And then they're going to be like, we've never heard of this guy.
Right, man. Hey, I just gotta stop by for a second. So,
Stiletto, by the way.
You know what's crazy about that? That's a pretty believable cop sounding name is Scaletta. So I'm writing Scaletta down as well. Because
Stiletto?
Stiletto. Yeah.
Stiletto?
Are you going to be back here tonight?
I mean, I'm working.
Your card or something?
Oh, okay, I'm working all night, so.
he looks nervous.
Yeah.
You notice how, like, that nervous handshake, he's like, oh, dude, this is so revealing because he's trying to get the fuck out of there. He's like, okay, I'm Scaletta, yeah, Edmunds, gang enforcement, robbery unit.
You'll see me. I'll be out here all night.
All right, man.
Fresh air, man, and I'll grab a card for you and give it to you, man.
Cool.
And what's your name again?
Officer Trask.
Sorry?
Trask.
All right, Trask.
Yeah, man.
And you just call me Messi or Stiletto.
All right, man.
All right, man. Thank you, man. I'll
Yep.
see you later.
Dude, okay, so right there, he got off scot-free. It's going to get worse, so I think he's going to make the same mistake. But, like, right there, he's probably, damn, I dodged a bullet. I should just go back to my house right now.
Who are you asking to leave?
I call and this guy 24 hours here in the door.
Is he working security for you?
Yeah.
Okay, a moment. Yeah. That guy is?
Are you good?
I'm good.
Pausing again to really emphasize just how stupid Michael's actions were. He had told this exact officer an entire backstory about who he was, what he did, all the units he worked in, and whatnot, simply because he wanted to feel cool and important the day prior. However, what he said was so strange that the other officer informed his supervisor of the encounter, and then they looked into him themselves. Well, Michael figured he'd just...
That's exactly what happened. So that the previous night, you best believe that cop, you know, they'll tell stories, right? He probably said, I ran into this suspicious guy. Do you know a guy named Scaletta? And then the other cops they'd probably be like, no, like what division? Yeah, well, I saw him working as a security guard, and he said he worked at Edmunds. You know?
He's gotten away with lying to the police and working as a police officer. He just put himself on their radar.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
Contacted multiple...
That's what I wanted to say. He just put himself on their radar. Okay, so we have a super chat here. I got away from arrest by not responding cop twice. There you go.
Departments. Looked into if Mezzi Scaletta had any history.
So everyone write that down. His name is Mezzi Scaletta. Now, I would like him on the Steebee Weebee show. That's who I want to interview. I just want to ask him some questions of why he does it.
In their area, and quickly determined that he was just a security guard looking to play out an elaborate power fantasy. And given that he told them where he works, his facade was completely broken down. But he doesn't know that yet.
You want to come back over here?
Yeah.
I was talking to some other guys. So you work for Edmunds PD?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is a part-time gig.
I got you. Do you have your commission card with you today?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay, so right there, when he went, give me a minute. It's over at the other car. That's when the nervousness is gonna kick in.
It's got it on the side. Yeah, it's got everything in there.
No, didn't find it.
Sorry? No, he's going to. It's in my other bag.
Oh, okay.
He's grabbing it now.
Okay, how long have you been working for the Salvation Army?
Sorry?
How long have you been working off duty for the Salvation Army?
See, he's already fucked right now because now he's thinking, oh no, they're asking me questions and they're going to keep asking me these specific questions to determine whether or not he's a police officer.
I'm here almost every other week.
Every other week?
Yeah, and then I also work down at the KRM.
Okay. And what's your full name?
You know what? Hold up. Let's let it play.
Mezzi Scaletta.
Mezzi Scaletta.
Mezzy.
That's your- So
SDALETTA.
your first name is Mezzy?
Mezzy, correct.
That obviously is not his first name, but he knows that if he were to give his real name and they were to run it, they would see that he's a felon and not a police officer. But he's hoping to avoid them even having to do that. In his mind, there is still a way to salvage this. He's hoping that by sending his coworker to grab his credentials, that the officers will pal around with him for a bit and he can convince them that he hasn't technically done anything wrong. So let's see how that works out for him, because I bet it works really well.
You know, and I mean, this guy's a great commentator, but if I were the real police officer, I would go right to his badge and I would look at it. I would go, oh, hey, can I take a look at your badge? And that's when, if he starts sweating when you're doing that, that's when you know.
And Scaletta?
SCALETTA.
Okay, what's your middle initial?
Because he bought that badge online. That's not a real police badge.
Anthony. And 1876. As soon as he gets back up.
What's a good phone number for you?
Hey, man. Yeah, it's going to be the green bag. And it's got the my wallet with the credentials and everything on the side of it. And no, upstairs.
Yeah, and on top of all that, yeah, he has the tactical vest, and he obviously has a gun. He's got everything. He's got a gun. He's got everything a police officer would have.
Yeah. My apologies. Thank you.
Can you... Sarge, can you stay over here?
Describe it. All right, I'll see you in a minute.
Is it a loaded firearm?
Exactly. He bought all that shit on Temu.
That you have with you, Mr.
Yeah.
Scaletta?
Correct.
Okay, can you put your hands on the car, please?
Yo, he's even got the police patch on the back of his vest, man. Check it out. Yeah, exactly. Mondo, I need you to do a background check. Mezzy Scaletta. Yeah, he said he worked for Edmonds. The robbery and gang enforcement unit. Boom.
Not familiar with the retention of the soldiers. Keep your hands right there.
Can we not do this in front of everybody? I mean, really?
Yeah.
See, this is interesting because now because he's just acting, it's gonna crack under pressure.
Yeah.
This is
Michael
interesting.
doesn't seem to understand that he is in no position to ask them for any sort of favors here. He has actively inserted himself into multiple active police calls, irreparably hurt those cases, all because he wanted to feel like he was an officer of the law. That's not a victimless crime, nor is it something that most officers are willing to overlook. But these things likely never occurred to Michael. In his mind, because he hasn't actually hit anyone, he can't be accused of hurting anything. And because his goal was to help the officers, their negative reaction was uncalled for.
You know what you do is you go right to his badge and you just grip his badge, clench it, and you just rip it off of his vest. Like, I'll take that, you know?
Just for keeping your hands up.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. See, this is so dangerous. This Scaletta guy, dude, he should not have a gun. Yeah, Mondo needs to be on the scene right now. This guy is a phony. Julian, what's up? I'm a cop. I can arrest myself. Messy. Exactly. You know, on top of all that, once they really find out who this guy is, they need to just strip him bare with just normal attire, civilian attire. He shouldn't be wearing that. Someone said it's an airsoft. It's like an airsoft gun.
You have any other firearms down, sir? No, sir. Okay. I'll got it. No.
So you're not under arrest right now?
Okay. Detained, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now if you're Scaletta, what would be going on in your head? You'd be like, okay, I gotta maybe drop another police division, a different chapter or whatever. So he's on top of Edmonds, he should say, yeah, I'm a part of the parish police division. I did work there.
Wow. Can you call my?
Yeah, we can take care of all that.
Yeah,
Yes?
we can take care of all. We can make all the phone calls if it needs to be done.
See, I want to know, you could buy all this stuff online to make yourself look, because he looks exactly like the real officers. It's so crazy.
So, his credentials? What agency did you say you were with?
Edmonds?
See, he's sticking with the Edmonds line, and I wrote that down. I wrote all this shit down. Yeah, he's sticking with the Edmonds story, fellas.
Okay. That's, okay.
You understand there's being a tanner.
I understand the whole process. Yes, I do. Okay.
You want to take photos?
Yes, please. Mr. Scaletta, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Now, if I afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand?
I would say nothing. I would say I have the right to remain silent, and I would, if I was Mezzi Scaletta, I would say no more.
Yeah.
And turn around, face me, please. Stand right.
Wait for sign that name.
Pausing to say that it's pretty funny that the officer took a picture of him. I know that's not supposed to be funny, but Michael wanted to inflict his will onto the world, and he's now handcuffed with an actual officer taking a photo of him to send around to other departments to confirm.
I'm just saying, since Halloween is around the corner, this is what he should be for Halloween. He's so good at it.
He's not really a cop. This could potentially be the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to him.
Say go ahead. You ready?
Oh, I'm hearing them. Lester Scaletta, Sam, Charles, Adam, Lincoln, Edward, Tom, Adam. First name Mezzi, Mary, Edward, Zebra, Young, middle A, Anthony, 1976, 0810.
Sorry.
What'd you say your name was?
Message the letter.
Is it okay if I check your
Absolutely. Can you grab my credentials and everything out there, please?
Will you attach that close up, please?
Sorry?
No, I'll start on this part, please.
I had tics, so I had to rest in the that's why.
Okay. What was your first name?
Mezzi. M-E-Z-Z-Y.
Mezzi, I'm Trevor.
Michael has already begun to display a variety of self-soothing behaviors while waiting for the police to confirm that he's not actually a cop. Since he's been handcuffed, he's bent forward a fair few times. It's a motion often seen with runners trying to catch their breath, as a way to draw deeper inhales. In Michael's case, it's less.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, what is, like, his friends, do you think his friends think he's a real actual cop, or like his wife or his daughter or son, they probably think he's an actual police officer. That's what I'm thinking.
It's about oxygen and more about regulation. His heart is probably pounding, his thoughts are racing, and his body is instinctively searching for ways to settle itself. At the same time, he rocks from side to side, shifting his weight in small, restless steps. This kind of movement is a classic outlet for nervous energy, a way to bleed off some of the tension building inside. Another detail stands out. His blinking has noticeably increased. When asked about it, Michael attributes the behavior to his Tourette's, a neurological condition marked by sudden, repetitive movements or vocalizations. Whether the blinking is driven by stress, by the condition itself, or by a combination of both, the effect is still the same. It signals the strain of the movement, the body struggling to soothe itself while the mind scrambles for control.
So, do you understand why you're detained right now or no?
I don't know.
I think
why you did or doing what you're doing, but
Okay. Is it okay if I explain some of it?
Sure.
Okay. So first off, if you are a commissioned police officer in this state, you'll be taken out of cuffs, and I will formally apologize.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Here's a couple problems though. I'm one of the supervisors in the city right now. If Salvation Army is hiring uniformed commissioned law enforcement, who's going to be carrying badge, gun, vest, especially not in our agency? Well, as far as I'm concerned,
let me
wait.
finish.
Let me finish.
First of all, I did not have a weapon on while I was on duty, and I was leaving. I'm off duty. I was leaving.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
okay. Let him explain.
Sure. Go ahead.
So if you're us, and especially if you're law enforcement,
You know what? Just be a security guard, man. Like, why do you have to put on this whole costume? You know, like, wouldn't you, if that's your gig, wouldn't you just have a normal security shirt and not do all this? I just don't understand people. Like, I don't understand this.
Understand? We see a guy with detective badge, police badge. I think there's a SWAT badge somewhere on there as well.
It's
right?
not just a SWAT badge. He has an actual police badge on the back of his vest, man.
In our jurisdiction, and we haven't been notified that, hey,
Exactly.
Salvation Army's got armed law enforcement. And that's not true. You might have just been going from your employment to your car. However, when we came across you, right, you're uniformed and armed. When we came across you.
Yeah, I agree. Mezzi Scaletta, he probably needs to get tased.
That's an accurate statement. So the concern is, especially because we weren't given notification, right?
I'm not operating. I'm not doing. I'm not working. I'm not.
Well, here's the problem.
Leaving.
Well, it's Mezzi, right?
Correct.
Here's the problem with that. You're leaving. Even if you're leaving.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Lou. Yeah, it's called commitment, and Mezzi Scaletta is committed to convincing the real officers that he's one of them. So it's fascinating to see the level of commitment that he's still holding on to. He's like, oh, I still got a chance. Oh, I just have to just say the right thing, and then they'll let me go.
Salvation Army, this is the #1 crime hotspot in the entire city for us.
I know.
Let me tell.
Okay. I'm a retired Baltimore City.
Okay.
27 years. I come out here.
All right, everyone write that down. He's also retired Baltimore City, 27 years on the force. Wow. I had to write that down. I'm sorry. I had to write that down.
Okay,
Then let me
yeah,
talk.
I get it.
Then let me
I'm
talk.
sorry.
It seems that Michael has just now become
Wow.
aware of how serious the situation is. He's being publicly humiliated.
Julian's coming in hot again. He has every badge. FBI, CIA, SWAT, UFO. Exactly. This guy, you have to give it up to Scaletta. At least he did his research on like what looks like the most authentic police stuff that I could put on my vest. You have to at least give him that.
In front of his job. His lies are being exposed by the very people he was attempting to emulate, and his entire power fantasy is falling apart at the seams. However, because the supervising officer has stated that he is unsure whether or not he is an actual officer, Michael still feels like he can try to manipulate his way out of the situation. He makes a desperate appeal to authority, claiming to have been a Baltimore police officer for 2 decades, languishing in the injustice of being...
No, he said a little bit more over 2 decades. He said 27 years on the Baltimore task force.
Being detained. He begins to get agitated, which would make sense if he were actually being honest here. However, none of the other officers have been moved by his statements.
And you know what's crazy? Look at homie in the middle. You see homeboy right there in the middle of the two? In the middle of Scaletta and the other officer? He already knows. He's scoping him out. He's like, he's not one of us.
Well, I think we're getting our wires crossed a little bit, because what I'm trying to get you to understand is, I understand that you're just leaving if you're off duty. But if you know that this is the highest crime area, right? If you know this is the highest crime area in the city, and you know that that's likely, due with your law enforcement experience, that we're going to be in the area, probably not the best idea to be wearing a vest, armed, going to and from, because it's going to make us think some things, up to and including possible criminal impersonation of a police officer. That's why you're detained. We get all that checked out, and you know what? This might be an error for their bosses and our bosses, because if this is all true, right, and we weren't, and we just weren't notified, that's what could have solved this. There's an email saying, hey, just so you know, there's a guy, he's law enforcement, he's being hired off duty at Salvation Army. You may see him come and go from the parking lot. That's what we'd say. Sounds good. We've heard nothing.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about this? No. Have you heard anything about this?
So we might have called Edmonds last night.
The sheriff?
What?
We might have called Edmonds PD last night.
Yeah.
Not on the payroll.
Say it again.
There you go. Did you hear what the guy said? He said, hey, we called the Edmonds whatever station. You're not on the payroll, pal. There you go. Now he's really fucked, guys.
Yeah. You're not on the payroll with Edmonds PD.
You see that look? Look at that look. That's a look of he's defeated now. You see that look? He's like, oh no. They know I'm not on the Edmonds task force. And look at see, I gotta give it to my homeboy in the middle. That guy's the most observant. He knows what's going on 100%. He knows what's going on now. He's like, who the fuck is this Scaletta motherfucker?
Is it okay if I go through this?
Yes, please,
to
good
find
man.
stuff?
This doesn't concern you, man.
Let's try a hand at Michael's favorite thing and role play a bit. Only in our case, it's perfectly legal. Picture yourself working at the same office day after day. You know the routine. You clock in, chat with the same coworkers, you despise your boss and are sickened by them. The whole 9 yards. It
Exactly.
is such a fixture in your life that
Exactly.
the idea of being questioned about it doesn't even cross your mind. Now imagine walking in one morning and being stopped by security. They begin questioning you, and it quickly becomes clear that they think you don't belong there. That would be infuriating, wouldn't it? They're not only keeping you from doing your job, but doing so in full view of your colleagues. Naturally, you'd leap at the chance to prove them wrong. You'd show your ID, call your manager, maybe even scold them for the embarrassment they're causing. But
Yeah, it's like going back to my football analogy. It's like as if Mezzi Scaletta, he goes into the locker room with the football helmet and the uniform, and then all the other people that are really on the team are like, "Who's this motherfucker? Are you in the wrong locker room or what? Are you on the team? Like, who are you?" And they're gonna talk about it. They're like, "Hey, man, you know a guy named Mezzi? Huh? Yeah, Mezzi Scaletta. No, never heard of him."
then you realize, wait, you forgot your ID. So you ask them to call your boss directly, confident that that will settle everything. Except when they do, your supposed boss claims to have no idea who you are. According to them,
Yeah.
you never worked there at all.
Yeah.
If you are telling the truth, this would feel unbearable. You'd probably assume the guards had made a mistake or that someone was lying, or that the whole system had broken down in some ridiculous way. You'd be angry, loud, and eager to defend yourself. Or maybe you would feel like you're going crazy. Like every
You know, that's a very good point, because, like, yeah, if Mezzi was legit, he would be like, "No, I'm a part of Edmonds. Call them right now. Go call up Sergeant Smith right now. I was there, and even Baltimore 27 years. Call them right now." Wouldn't you do that?
everyone around you had lost their minds. Or you're being pranked. Michael, in contrast, doesn't react that way. Instead, he accepts that his, quote, supervisor is for some unexplained reason lying about him to the other officers.
Julian coming in hot as always. He says not enough pockets on his vest. Gave it away. Exactly. That's another thing. He went a little bit extra on his tactical vest. One too many items, pal. Simmer it down a little bit. You don't need the whole fucking army brigade on your vest, man.
In his story, he isn't outraged at being publicly humiliated or furious that his one lifeline has failed him. He just shrugs and folds the contradiction into his performance, as if his boss lying about his employment is just a silly little thing that happens from time to time. And that brings us to another telling detail. Despite all his claims of being part of the department,
Put me
Michael
in,
never
coach.
once refers to a colleague or supervisor by name. When he was first cuffed, he asked the officers if he could call his supervisor to clear things up, but he doesn't name anyone. Not a sergeant, not a lieutenant.
That's what I was thinking. It's like if you were legit, you would be like, yeah, call Sergeant Smith, call Brian Johnson, call this person and that person. This guy doesn't have an alibi, man. He's just buying time. That's what he's doing. He's trying to buy time to think of the next lie.
Not even a last name muttered in passing.
Exactly.
Likely because he doesn't know one.
Call my phone.
There's.
Alright, that's not my bag. That's no, it's the one with the Gatorade, the electrolyte.
So this is now the second bag that he has claimed should have his credentials in it, but it doesn't. Again, the bags are more or less of a time-consuming tactic. He knows that he doesn't have credentials, and therefore it doesn't
Exactly.
matter what bag they bring to him. But like most liars and con artists, Michael believes that if he just gathers a little bit more time, he'll be able to cobble together a really convincing story. He's just
And that's the thing. I think that there was a person in the chat that he had the right word. It's called commitment. He is so committed to playing this role. He's not. What's going to make him? Because if I were him, I'd be like, "You got me, guys. Let me take off my vest. I'm just. It's make believe. I was just lying."
just one more lie away of winning these cops over and getting away scot-free.
Sir, can I get your name?
Jacob O'Brien.
Do you know who looked into him?
Do you mean when he was hired?
Yeah.
My boss, Jake Stevens. He said he was part of the local task force there. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you another.
Thank you.
Michael's coworker gives the officer a new backstory, one where he isn't part of a gang and narcotics task force, but part of a corporal task force. which we've never heard of, but whatever.
Yeah, the Gatorade and the electrolytes aren't going to help you, pal. You dug your own grave.
While this change in roleplay is small and seemingly unimportant, it's fairly telling. Most liars have a very hard time keeping their own stories straight. Every time they're asked to recall their story, they'll inevitably change details like this, where he isn't able to actually give the same details twice in a row.
How long have you been with Edmonds?
Almost 18 months now.
18 months?
Yeah. So I was at Thurston prior.
Thurston County Sheriff's Office?
Yes. Where you at Thurston for?
About a year. So when I retired from Baltimore City, Maryland, 4 years ago. I came out here. I worked at the detention center for a little while. They put me in the detention center. I didn't like it, and I was able to secure a spot over at Edmonds after getting some other sort of.
What I want to know is how, if I were like the real officers, I would be thinking like, how many divisions has this guy worked for? This guy's like, I was 18 months here. I was at Edmonds and Baltimore Task Force. Like, how many places? This guy's like a super cop, like RoboCop or something.
And it's the 18-month contract.
Again, this backstory is patently different from the one he gave before. He seems to have really focused on the idea that he retired from the Baltimore Police Department after 2 decades, but almost everything else has small changes to them that show he's lying. Moreover, he cannot stop moving while he's talking. He's so anxious that he feels the need to shift his feet just to get that energy out of him, which illustrates that someone is not a good liar. How he genuinely believed he would be able to get away with this, I don't know.
So what the investigation?
The only reason I was walking away is I was going to be like, hey, we've got possible criminal impersonation here. This guy's armed. I was just going to maybe wait for 1 or 2 more.
I know, but
that's all.
He was
Getting weird.
making me real uncomfortable,
Gotcha.
so
And
I just wanted
I
to...
picked up on that. I just wanted to let you know.
So you're only contracted to work 18 months?
It's good. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. So
You said you've been at Edmonds for 18 months, but then you said you're only
no,
contracted
it's
to work.
I got another 18 months left.
Okay.
Okay. So
Oh, God damn it. He's still committing. Just hang it up, pal. Yeah, they already found you out. It's hard now.
I did the 2 year.
If you were only contracted to work someplace for 2 years and have already worked 18 months of that contract, you would not need to work another 18 months. You'd only have to work 6 months, because there are 24 months in 2 years. Why am I explaining this? That's basic math, which apparently is something that Michael can't do at the moment, because he's so nervous that he's just saying whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, and he's fucking pissing in his pants right now. He's so nervous right now. You have to put yourself in his shoes. He's probably like, oh God, what can I come up with right now? What else could I say? Might as well say you worked for another police division out of state. Say, yeah, I worked in Oklahoma as well.
That signed on for the 2 years. I got 18 months left.
So you said you signed.
We'll get all that figured out.
Yeah. So what
like
you said
I
is
kind
that
of
you
feel like this was a little bit overboard. I'm respectful. I get it. You're doing your
Okay, so now he's starting to stutter. Oh God, this poor guy. Yeah, he's running out of things to say.
You said you were a retired Baltimore police officer.
He's running out of things.
So
Yes, man,
you and I
we
don't
don't
operate on the reasonable standard.
we know.
He's like, I've been respectable. Yeah, 18 months.
I know it. All right.
99 other officers witnessing this situation. Would you agree it's a little bit suspicious? Just a little bit.
I get it. And with everything that goes on out here, you know, I understand your point of view. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I don't think you're being disrespectful.
I just, I'm just kind of.
Where's Mondo? He needed Mondo an hour ago. If Mondo were there on the scene, he'd be like, hey, get lost. I'll talk to the officers. Take off your vest and, yeah, get rid of that. I'll talk to them. You just go home.
With it, right?
Shout out to Mark Duffy, 6'7", 6776, game over. Yeah, exactly. It's game over for Sergeant Mezzi Scaletta.
I think it could have been done a little bit differently.
You're irritated.
Uh,
Talk to me.
I wasn't operating. I wasn't. Listen, man, you guys saw it. I get where you're coming from. Just do your job. Just get this squared away.
So where are you staying while you're in Bremerton?
Sorry?
Where are you staying while you're in Bremerton? Are
What
you on an op or something?
Sorry?
What brings you to Bremerton?
For this off-duty gig. I live in Thurston and Lacey.
It's a far drive.
It is. It's a lot.
So that doesn't make sense. So you were a kick-ass officer for several divisions, and now you're a security guard at this building? Like, this doesn't make sense.
Why not work at Thurston?
I lived there. We were having issues. I didn't want to work in the jail anymore.
What kind of issues?
Dealing with the same people that we were dealing with. And some of the politics. Derek, I love him. He's a great guy.
Derek
Sanders.
Okay, so now he's dropping names. Everyone write that down. Who is Derek Sanders? Derek Sanders. I don't know why I'm writing this down. I just felt compelled to write it down because I want to keep up with what he's saying here.
Right. When he became sheriff,
Derek
a
Sanders.
lot of things have changed. It's different out here. I do things different.
How long have you known Sheriff Sanders?
You know what he's like? It's like an AI robot like malfunctioning. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to respect. We'll square this out. I'm just being respectful. It's like
one of the oldest tricks in the liar's handbook is
I just
outsourcing
can't
credibility.
handle it anymore,
If you
his
can point to
lies.
another person who allegedly saw the same thing, or heard the same story, or already knows, your tale suddenly feels less far-fetched, especially if someone already believes that you're lying, like in the case of D.D. Moore. Psychologically, this works because humans are wired for social proof. When other people appear to agree, our brains shortcut skepticism and assume
That's a future stream right there. I wrote down D.D. Moore. That's a future one. Like the stream. We're learning a lot about human behavior tonight. Be safe for Halloween.
the claim is more likely to be true. It's the same reason a restaurant with a line seems better than an empty one next door. Michael attempts to do that here, simply by saying the name of the sheriff in Thurston. This doesn't work.
Oh, okay. I think Derek Sanders is the sheriff in Thurston. Everyone write that down. Sheriff in Thurston. But does Derek know who you are, Scaletta? I don't think so.
And has only given the officers another person to contact to see if they know who he actually is.
Been here 4 years now.
4 years?
Yeah. Right before he became sheriff.
He pulled up on Casey and turned on blue emergency lights inside the car and got out and was like, hey, I'm over there.
This guy's not making me want to dance or do the skedaddles. He makes me want to just lay down and like contemplate why people act this way.
In 2015, he was involved in like a SWAT incident where he barricaded himself inside and had like a whole like threat of like blow the place up. So it was like a bomb threat. SWAT was involved. They came out. He was detained and arrested.
Where's he?
In District of Columbia. That was the links. He's saying that he retired from Baltimore City Police after doing like 20.
Yeah, exactly. No name. Derek Sanders, possible sheriff of Thurston. Yeah, I actually wrote that down. I don't even know why I wrote that down.
Well, you're presented at 4 years ago, which he's a convicted felon. He wouldn't be retiring 4 years ago.
Yeah, he's going to jail. 100% the right call.
So everyone write that down. Okay, so Mezzi Scaletta is a convicted felon. So, dude, you can't make this up. So now he's acting like he's a cop? When he's a
Did you see my face once it dawned on me?
Yeah, see?
What was going on?
Yeah.
His eyes are also super, super constricted, and he's hella jittery. So I don't know if he's on.
See, now he's really fucked. Because they're like, okay, well, yeah. What we have now, fellas, he's an impersonator. That's what we have.
There's something pretty funny about the fact that Michael, prior to being cuffed, thought he was doing a really good job here. He believed that every officer he came across bought his story hook, line, and sinker, and he likely rode that high for a long while. However, the other officers he was working alongside.
Okay, RDH says he could take both the cops' glasses and run away once they are blinded. And I'm going to add to that, shout out to Julian again, I would lie more, I'm undercover. You know what? He should have, to add to his costume, he should have bought some tactical glasses, some aviators. That could have helped him. Thanks for being here.
Probably felt that something was off from the start. They immediately began asking questions, calling other departments, and seeing if anyone had ever heard of him, which ultimately destroys Michael's power fantasy.
Probably. Okay, so tell me what happened in 2015 with Baltimore.
Here we go. Here comes the real.
The riots are
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
The unit, yeah.
Alright, so Michael just looked at the police's body cam as if he were Jim from The Office. He's now aware that he's been well and truly found out, and that continuing to lie will not benefit him. So let's just see where he goes from here.
I worked in the Eastern Prison.
Okay, so that's another place he worked at. So I had Edmonds, I wrote down Baltimore City Task Unit, and this.
We all knew what they were doing.
No, we don't
knew what was
know.
going on.
No, we don't
It's just a
know.
matter of time. And we already had.
It's just a matter of time. This guy is running out of excuses, man.
We knew the feds were there.
He's like,
But you keep your nose clean. You don't have to worry about.
Well, I'm talking about the offense where you were arrested in Baltimore City.
Me?
In 2015.
I was arrested. I wasn't arrested. Never been arrested.
Oh, good. He decided to add more
Oh,
backstory
man.
and continue to lie.
Never been arrested. Never once.
Never. Never been arrested.
So when I search you in our police database, and your name and date of birth come back with an incident in 2015.
that's like someone asking me, hey, you were there during the LA riots? What happened? Oh, yeah. We all know. No, elaborate. Like, what happened? No, come on. Yeah, we all knew. Yeah. The AKs, yeah. We all knew. It's like, you're not saying anything, man.
With the District of Columbia, which is obviously Washington, D.C.
That's DC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said, no.
What Prison Mike 10 says, I like this guy. You know what? I kind of like him too. You know why I like him? It's because he has so much fucking commitment. Where, dude, we would have all cracked by now. We would have been like, yeah, you're right. You got me. But, dude, this fucking Scaletta motherfucker, he's going to go all the way with this, right? Prison Mike.
Go, take me on atheist right now. Never. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What do you see, Phil?
I don't even know what the hell he just said. Like, what is he? Is he even talking English right now? He's like, yeah, well, yeah, we all, yeah.
Let's turn on his lights.
Yeah.
He said he has known Sheriff Sanders for 4 years. That he went to Edmonds after he left the sheriff's department, Thurston County, and he's been with wherever he's at now for 18 months.
You think it's with Edmonds? They called Edmonds last night, double checked he's not on the payroll.
Is he? So they've had this issue yesterday with this guy?
Yeah. This is a follow-up to some bullshit last night where he pulled up on Casey and turned on the blue lights.
What the
Yep. No, I know.
This is when the varsity football team found you out that you're not on the team, and they're in the locker room clowning you. This is that moment.
Yeah.
Is this guy going to jail at this point?
Yeah. We're taking
What
all
the
that
hell,
fancy
dude?
photos.
This is insane.
Someone said deputize him. Dude, this ain't fucking Tombstone, motherfucker. No, there ain't deputizing no one right now. He's going to jail.
Like the shirt is in the plastic. His reflective vest is straight from Gauls.
Yeah.
Oh, so now this is like becoming embarrassing. They're looking inside Scaletta's car and they're clowning on his other disguises. Look, he's got a fluorescent green traffic vest that they're laughing at.
Look, he's got a firefighter helmet too.
Jesus Christ, man.
He's got a firefighter helmet. Write that down. Firefighter helmet. You know what? He probably has a firefighter's uniform in there as well. I'm willing to bet on it.
We've already covered the amount of harm a person falsely identifying themselves as a police officer can do to individuals,
Wow.
as well as to the justice system at large. But they can also harm the active working officers in the area. These are
You know what? Someone wrote he's a mailman too. Yeah, you better believe he's got a post office outfit in the trunk as well. He's got every kind of outfit for every type of occasion. This guy has it all.
men and women who actually did the hard work to qualify for their positions, who work to keep their community safe and put their lives on the line.
Exactly. He's a jack of all trades. Sergeant Mezzi Scaletta. He does it all, folks.
To see someone like Michael, who's using the badge to inflate his own ego, they get properly annoyed. But it's good to see them bonding over mocking him.
Dude, look at that. I was right. He's got a different fluorescent traffic police vest right there, dude. And they're clowning on it.
That's crazy.
Got my wallet.
I just want to confirm you're giving us the consent to search the vehicle.
God, you got to give it up for Scaletta. He's still holding on to this story. Look at him. He hasn't cracked yet. You got to give it up to this guy. He's probably faked so many people in his life. Wow.
I just want to hear it from you. Yes or no? Are you giving us consent to search the vehicle?
What, y'all gonna tear my vehicle apart?
We're gonna search the vehicle. We're not gonna like.
Oh, you better believe he's gotten like 10 dates doing this. You know, him at wherever saying, yeah, I'm with Edmonds. You know, dude, yeah, this guy's done this his whole life.
Oh, we're done. All right, we're done. Nope.
No, okay.
You're not gonna tear my vehicle up. No.
Okay.
Apply for a search warrant. Do what you gotta do.
Isaiah, I kind of believe him. Thank you for your service, Mezzi. Exactly. Hey, dude, you gotta give it up to Mezzi that he's still committing to this police officer make-believe role.
Let's remove the gear.
Sounds good.
Solve that problem.
Okay.
And this is where it's gonna hurt Mezzi, because it's like taking off his Superman cape. He's probably like, oh no, they're taking off my whole shit.
How does this come off? Is it just like
It's a-
two buttons and a zipper?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? You would think that this police officer would know how to take that off, but he's probably like, how do you take this one off? Because guess what? It's not a real tactical police vest. Do you see his face right there? Do you see how he winced a little? He went, oh no, they're taking off my cape. They're taking off my Superman cape.
And then you should be.
Hold up, dude. Let's see what's on here. Let's all learn. He's got a better cam than the cops. What is that? He's got a high-tech...
A little Velcro on the side and just take it all off.
Yo, he's got the flashlight. He's got the mace. He's got everything. Walkie-talkie. Man. You know what? I'm most impressed with the patches. He probably sewed those on himself at home, you know?
You said you can take out the...
Dude, he's got the pocket protector too, you know? He's got like how police officers have that to jot down.
The Velcro side? It's been a while.
Damn, Scaletta. Yeah, I'm guessing he probably did his research and that's a bulletproof vest as well. Yeah, it's pretty convincing.
And my phone's in that pocket right there.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh, God, he winced again. Did you see that? He went like that. He winced. Yeah, he knows. He's found out now. Now, this is when you'll see the character, this Scaletta thing that he's created inside his mind crack. Watch. You're going to see it crack now.
ask about the lights on? What's that? Jacob would like to get a Bible out of your car.
I know. I want to see like what kind of. Someone mentioned the badge. I want to see exactly what that badge says. I want to see like what division it's from.
He's just grabbed the Bible.
Yeah, he's grabbed. I'm not playing.
Someone said he's definitely not a starseed.
Yeah, I'm not.
Greg grabbed the
Oh,
Bible
man.
and secure it back up.
No.
What are y'all going to vehicle? Are you towing it or?
Yeah, it's gonna be towed
Fine,
for
search warrant.
The Palladians don't claim him. The Draco reptilians. The Draco reptilians won't even eat his flesh. They'll be like, nah, we don't want that skeleton meat. We want something more pure than that.
Or what?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's gonna be towed for evidence impound.
And what are the charges?
And you know what's crazy? Underneath all that tough guy police tactical gear is just a clear golf shirt. Holy shit.
We'll go over that here in a second.
Can I have, sorry, I don't have COVID no more. I took a test and it was negative, but I was out sick, so.
You don't have COVID?
I did have.
Oh,
I
okay.
was out. I'm not sick no more. I was able to return back to work. That was treatment.
I know, Daniel. Yeah, the Space Force patch would be crazy. Yeah. That would be nuts.
But my mouth is dry.
Can I drink water?
Do you have a clear bag on you?
Yeah, I got you. Is it? Oh, it's the cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's so demoralizing. He can't even drink that. He's like, he can't even drink his own water.
Do you have anything else in your pockets, like your wallet?
I believe I have my vape in the side.
Okay.
In this
Do
pocket.
you mind if we take that out?
Absolutely.
I mean, at least that makes him human. Like, we know he vapes. He probably does that, because he gets, he has, just to chill.
And I'm not trying to be head or disrespectful. It is what it is. But I'm interested with why you're saying that I was arrested in Washington D.C. and Baltimore.
Well, because we ran your data earlier, right? Whenever you came up and you contacted one of our officers and one of our sergeants earlier tonight.
Earlier tonight?
Yeah.
I didn't contact.
Yes, you did.
Oh, with the fire across the street?
Yeah.
That was weak. Okay.
In my experience, most cops won't really approach an active scene while they're off duty, especially out of jurisdiction. So whenever you do that, we have
Ricky, I was thinking the same thing. He's so convincing. He could have probably got a bunch of roles in Hollywood playing a cop, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he looks the part.
have lights on in the car. You come up, you're saying, "Hey, I'm Edmonds Police," and that you're working an off-duty gig for Salvation Army. That raises a lot of flags, right?
Yep.
Hold on. So
I think it was taken out of context a little bit, but I was coming on.
I mean,
somebody
it's
told
all
us
on
that there
body
was a
cam.
fire across the street. I was coming on. I wasn't armed. I
Listen.
didn't.
No one said you were armed. Okay.
I did. Because he was armed, it's on video. This is where Michael slips into another weak tactic, one that borders on childish. He reaches for a small correction, as though polishing that single edge of the story will somehow make the entire lie more convincing. Whether he was armed or not is irrelevant in the larger scheme of things, but Michael clings to that correction anyways. He wants to feel like he still has some control, as if this one adjustment could shift the balance back in his favor. This kind of behavior is common in younger people, especially children and teenagers, because they often mistake semantics for truth. When caught doing something wrong, they'll focus on the wording rather than the action itself.
Exactly.
If someone says they hit their sibling, the child might rush to clarify, "I didn't hit them, I pushed them. I slapped them." As though the exact verb suddenly makes the behavior excusable. Because the other party didn't use the right word when recounting what happened, they can cling to the idea that they're being unfairly penalized and that the entire world is against them. In adulthood, this tactic becomes more or less exhausting.
No, he could not only get movie work, he could probably book a bunch of commercials. They're probably always looking for cops and stuff. He probably could have done pretty well.
And transparent. Adults who cling to linguistic hair splitting are usually signaling insecurity. They know they've lost the main argument, but they can't let go entirely. By contesting the minutiae, they create the illusion of participation as a way to avoid the crushing silence of total defeat.
I mean, you're right. Someone said something. Imagine if this guy was your dad. You know, if he has a kid, he spoke at the school, like what it's like being a police officer. I guarantee you that.
That's what Michael is doing here. He knows the walls are closing in, that his story is already falling apart. But the tiny correction gives him a flicker of agency.
But this is what raises a lot of suspicion. A lot of flags get thrown whenever that happens, right? Imagine if you were working, right? As you go normal beat and a normal spot, and then I roll up and I'm like, hey, I'm off duty as I'm wearing like my police badge.
That's not really how that went, but
okay.
I told him I was doing security over here.
Okay.
We're the ones that told him that there was a fire over here. And that was it. I didn't do anything else.
Okay.
He was there, and that's all we needed. But this is your area, so yeah, I mean, it's nothing I'm gonna do out here or in Florida will do anything. I've never done that ever.
Okay. Well, it's all on camera, multiple cameras. Okay, the answer.
Yeah, we got cameras.
Okay, I know. We have body cameras too. So,
but I never.
So, the
enforced or did anything that.
Yeah, you had a brain freeze because too many lies, Mr. Scaletta. Too many lies.
But you see why that would raise a lot of flags, right? And then when you provided your name to him, obviously we checked it. We call Edmonds, right? Edmonds says you're not on their payroll. Never have been. They don't know you. And then we run what's called a triple. You know what a triple I is?
Yes.
All right. So we run.
NCIC.
Well, it's a little more than just NCIC.
No, it's a database. Yeah.
You want to last it?
He's still acting like a cop, man. He hasn't folded yet. He's still holding on to this character, man.
Before we dump this?
I would, thank you.
What's up, Greg? I made it. I'm late, but I made it. Hey, we started with your video, Greg. It was awesome. 5 reverse Christ airs, 2 at the back of his head. Amazing, Greg. Thanks for being here. Glad you made it.
It bears repeating that the men who pretend to be cops often feel like they're superior to those around them. They feel as if they have a perfect sense of morality, and therefore are almost required to inflict that onto others. They want to be viewed as being moral, good, and righteous, better than all other men. This entire charade is predicated on the fact that Michael wants people to view him as above them. But unfortunately, it has culminated in Michael having to ask for sips of water from an actual officer.
You know what? Couldn't he just be a normal security guy? And there's no shame in that. What? Because this probably takes up a lot of energy to keep up this facade of this being this Scaletta police officer guy from Edmonds, right?
Are you still talking?
At this time, I'm going to invoke my rights and remain silent.
Okay.
Okay, so finally you listen to Mondo. Now he has a right to remain silent after an hour and a half of this shit.
All right, fair enough.
We all know better.
Fair enough.
He said we all know better. Dude, this motherfucker, we have to get an interview with this guy. You can't make it up. Wow.
All that wily law enforcement experience, huh?
And now the cops are just plainly
just
making fun of
clowned
him
him.
to his face.
He just clowned him.
These are even searched, right?
Yep, this is all this stuff.
It's Scaletta Teats. Is that your fault last time?
Scaletta? Yes.
Okay, walk this way, please.
Yeah, it's done. He's done. Can you put down the costume now? You're handcuffed. You're going to jail. Please, I want to know who you really are now. Please.
I'm speechless. There we go.
You know the cops are going to be talking about this incident for a year. They're going to be like, you remember that day, that Scaletta guy? No, the fake cop guy. Yeah, remember that guy?
Alrighty.
Wait, he's got a wife? Hold up. You can't make... Hold up. This is Scaletta's wife, everyone.
I'm so confused right now.
What part is confusing?
This whole thing. I mean, I thought that he went to work last night.
Does he work at Salvation Army?
What?
Does he work at the Salvation Army in Bremerton?
No, he's supposed to be Bremerton Kitsap.
Doing what?
Well, I know he's a reserves police officer. That's what he told me. That's the work he's doing.
So,
Yo, so whoever said that, Scaletta actually... Hey, maybe we could take notes, because he actually got a wife by telling the wife he was an actual police officer. This is insane.
apparently Michael has lied to his wife as well, which is not surprising in the least. When someone's ego is that delicate, their relationships tend to follow a predictable pattern. People like Michael rarely...
Yeah, there's a Mrs. Scaletta, is what we're saying, right? Wow.
...surround themselves with sharp critics or hard questions. They avoid friends or partners who might poke holes in the fantasy, because even small doses of pushback feel like personal attacks. Instead, they tend to gravitate toward the compliant...
Yeah, he lied to his wife for many, many years, I'm guessing, and she believes that Scaletta is a legit police officer.
...toward the deferential, or those who simply don't care enough to challenge them. Psychologically, this is a form of ego protection. The lie doesn't just exist out in public.
A reserve cop,
It also has
yeah.
to be maintained at home and in day-to-day life. In fact, it likely started there, before he built the
How does he earn money? He does security gigs.
courage up to put on his fake cop uniform and walk around in public. A strong-willed partner or a close friend who constantly calls him out would shatter that fragile scaffolding in a matter of weeks. So, Michael, consciously or not, likely seeks...
Okay, so everyone write that down. He's not Mezzi. His real name is Michael. I don't know why I didn't have that written down. His name is Michael Scaletta.
...people who will nod along and stay quiet, or even indulge the performance. The less resistance he meets...
You know what, I was thinking that too. There needs to be a whole Netflix documentary on Michael's, aka Mezzi Scaletta. We would all tune into that.
The more space his fantasy has to grow. This selective environment also explains why the impersonation escalates to public settings. When no one in your immediate circle challenges you, the illusion starts to feel real. But the moment...
And that makes sense, because, he had his wife isolated, and so there's so many nights where, if you were the wife, and you see the badge, and you see the tactical gear, and the gun, you're like, yeah, my husband's a cop. Yeah, of course he is.
When it collides with actual scrutiny, the fragility is exposed. Michael's wife apparently was not aware of his actual job, believing that her husband was a reserve police officer who worked in the area. He likely spent the entirety of their relationship lying to her about who he is and what he...
Yeah, this guy has real balls to do. I mean, now you're messing with someone else's life. Because the whole time she's probably telling her friends, yeah, Michael's at the police station right now. He's working double overtime.
Does. And in all seriousness, it's in her best interest to leave the relationship as soon as she can.
Yeah, get out of there.
He's a reserves police officer for who?
You know what, I don't know what...
Well, who did he... So we called Edmonds. Edmonds says that he does not work for Edmonds. Has not, they have no idea who he is.
Okay, so...
And they're saying that he is a reserve officer in the Bremerton Kitsap area. So who does he say he's a reserve officer for?
I know he's contracted. That's what he's told me, and
Who is he contracted through?
I don't know, sir. I'm so confused right now. I'm just...
You know what might happen is once Michael gets out of jail and he goes back home to Mrs. Scaletta, he might trick her. He might say, no, I really am. It was just a misunderstanding. She needs to get the hell out of that relationship.
Please, sir, I just woke up. I thought you were him calling.
Well, we're calling from his phone.
Great.
Yeah.
Greg's coming in hot. The myth, legend, the man, Magic Mike. Don't forget Mike Scaletta, the Magic Man Michael Scaletta.
I know he was with Intercom, and he also was with Issaquah.
He was working for Issaquah PD.
as a reserves, but I don't have any paperwork, and I really don't know, sir. I don't know where his paychecks are coming from.
So she had some doubts. You know what will solve this? Hold up. Let me backtrack. She needs to watch the entirety of this whole video. Then she'll know. She'll be like, "Oh no."
Mr. Scaletta, you were convicted of, it looks like, a bomb hoax.
A what?
A bomb hoax in 2015.
No.
Okay, this says in 2015 you're convicted of hoax by false bomb, and you were sentenced to four months.
No.
4 months in prison.
What? No, bro.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Your firearms rights restored.
So it's just
Okay, your charges today are going to be criminal impersonation in the second degree and unlawful possession of a firearm.
I
in the
can't.
second.
I'm hearing it, parents. I'm just trying to hear what you
Your
said.
charges today
Uh-huh.
are criminal impersonation in the second degree, which is a misdemeanor,
Uh-huh.
and unlawful possession of a firearm in the second degree, which is a felony.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then do I? How does the court proceed? Like what happens?
Despite denying his previous conviction, it
Wow.
would appear that Michael drops his facade entirely here. He's no longer pretending to have any law enforcement experience,
Yeah.
as he asks what is going to happen to him.
Yeah, if he was a real cop, he would know that, right? So now, finally, after all this, now he drops the costume and the whole impersonating. Now it finally happens. Now he knows he's done. It took this long to crack him, though. Break him down.
Because he would obviously already know that. I will say, it's also kind of funny how he made a big show of invoking his right to remain silent, only did not do so.
Exactly.
You go to jail, and then you'll get to speak to a judge either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
And then they'll determine your bail amount.
Okay. And are these serious charges or
2 felonies.
2 felonies? What are the 2 felonies for?
Criminal impersonation in the first degree, and unlawful possession of firearm in the second.
Criminal impersonation. The first degree.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That's a felony.
Yes.
I thought it was a misdemeanor.
Criminal impersonation in the second is a misdemeanor.
So how did it turn to first degree?
It turns out you were taking significant law enforcement action
Where?
at the 7-Eleven.
I was taking action?
Yes. There's actually 2 things that I know of so far. One is that you were kicking people off the property at the 7-Eleven and taking trespass enforcement. 2, you're interviewing one of the local transients about a suspicious death at the Salvation Army.
Pausing to note that now Michael is being a bit more honest. He makes the accidental admission that this wasn't something he did on
I know. He still thinks he knows. I know. You can't make this up. And like, how the hell does he have a haircut? Did he walk into Supercuts and say, "Hey, just give me the police cut"? Like, holy shit, man.
a whim. He tells the officer that he thought criminal impersonation was just a misdemeanor, not a felony, indicating that when he was buying his fake badge and outfit, he looked up what would happen if he was caught. And it would seem that he thought a potential misdemeanor was no big deal. I mean, he is already a convicted felon.
What?
Yep.
And, all right. Okay.
What was that reaction? What? Woo!
Oh, man, goodness. A suspicious death?
You better come up with a good story to tell your wife, Scaletta. That's all we're saying.
And if you don't mind, like, where did that information come from?
From all the people we just interviewed.
Did you talk to the store clerk?
We're going to.
Yeah, thank you.
Doing right now.
Because I told him you need to call call local PD, and they know who. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. Would you be able to talk to them before you charge me? Officer Pippin is talking. Okay, thank you. All right, awesome.
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, Ricky says there's a part of his brain that believes his BS. He deludes himself. Exactly. Yeah, there's some kind of mental illness going on here. Yeah.
He was able to get a hold of my wife.
Yeah, I'll hold your wife.
And do you know what she said?
Yeah, she said that you told her that you were coming to work as a reserve officer for Bremerton PD today.
You see how he's squinting his eyes? He's like, God damn, what am I going to tell her? Oh, God, what am I going to tell her?
There's something quietly sinister about the way Michael's behavior evolves over the course of the interview. In the beginning, he manages to maintain a veneer of professionalism. His nerves are obvious, but overall...
Oh, yeah. We want to see part 2 of Mr. Scaletta at the jail. No name. We want to see all that footage, like all the shit that comes out of his mouth. We're here with the popcorn. Yeah, we want to see it.
He kept to the script. He imitated the kind of calm, measured tone that real officers use. A performance designed to signal authority and composure. And for a while, he almost pulls it off. But once he's alone in the back of the police cruiser, that changes. His voice creeps higher, his words spill out faster, and his body won't stay still. The controlled image he worked so hard to project dissolves into compulsive fidgeting. The most jarring moment comes when he learns, perhaps for the first time in a concrete way, that his actions constitute not one but 2 felonies. His reaction is a strange, involuntary noise that sounds like a teapot whistling. And ultimately, that sound says more than his words ever could. It's the sound of realization, the moment his fantasy collides head-on with legal reality. In that split second, the performance dies. What remains is not a convincing officer, but a...
You have to give it up, though. He committed to that role in the character for a long time. Yeah, we would have all cracked. He kept it all the way to the end.
Man whose fragile ego, shaky lies, and carefully constructed facade have all collapsed under the weight of consequences he never truly prepared himself to face. The rest of the footage provided by Sergeant Pepperspray features other officers interviewing people Michael came into contact with. And as we have no commentary for that portion, we will leave the video here. Despite the fact that no one was harmed in this particular case, what happened here could have easily led to innocent people being hurt. Michael, in a bid to feel important, was willing to intimidate, belittle, and harass almost every person around him. He held no respect or care for the people closest to him, as he was willing to lie to his wife for years about where he got his money from and who...
He lied to his wife for years. Wow.
He was. And he was so high off of his own self-importance that he actually believed he could work alongside police without raising any suspicions.
He committed like the dude with the reverse Christ stare. Exactly, dude. At least they have that in common, right? They both committed to whatever they're doing. They committed to it. Exactly.
Thankfully, at the time of recording, he is off the streets, and hopefully will not be able to do something like this again. If you've made it to this portion in the video, thank you for watching.
All right, that does it for me. I'm wishing y'all a happy Halloween tomorrow. I need something to eat. We'll go back to... This was kind of fun. I mean, we're going back and forth. Maybe we'll do another alien one for the next one. Maybe another 3-Eye Atlas. I don't know about that last lady. I'll find it someone else. Thanks, Angie, for modding. Wow. We learned something tonight, didn't we? Never act like you're a police officer or impersonate a police officer. Never do that. And never do 5 Christ reverse airs in a church to the back of your head. Love you guys. And you guys be safe for... Okay, yeah, see, Duke's already saying, come on. So have a safe Halloween as well. Be safe out there. Love y'all. Duke, you want to say bye?